Today we're making Comprital Speedy Gelato. Not in the normal way. Today we're going to use a brand new machine that we call our Speedy Teppanyaki machine. What I'm doing now is pouring Comprital hazelnut speedy mix into 2.8 litres of milk. Once we mix that up, that's actually our gelato base ready to go. After that process, we're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes and then we'll proceed on to using our teppanyaki machine to make individual serves of gelato. First step though is mixing. So we're going to use a stick mixer. Okay, we've mixed for about 2 minutes, which is long enough to dissolve all of the ingredients. 2.8 litres of milk and 1 packet of our Comprital Speedy Mix gives us nearly 4 litres of finished gelato mix. So now we're going to let that stand for about 10 minutes and then we're going to proceed to make our teppanyaki gelato. Firstly, we'll show you a few features of the little teppanyaki machine. To start up our teppanyaki gelato machine, it's as simple as turning on one switch. Instantly, oil starts to freeze the center out of the teppan. So once the machine is fully frozen, you can see it freezes in consecutive lines from the inside to the outside of the teppan pan. When we need to defrost it, to clean it, it's simply a matter of switching on the second button and instantly you see the machine start to defrost from the inside out in the same way. That allows us, we've just turned it off again, that allows us to work our gelato to get it, if it's too crumbly or too hard at one stage, to be able to work it again back into a soft state, and also for when we want to mix other things like chocolate chips, any sort of candies into the mix, we're able to soften and harden our mix as we go along. Okay, we have let our Comprital Speedy Hazelnut mix set for about 10 minutes. So now I'm going to pour 150 mils into a cup. That's what we're going to make as one serve on our teppanyaki gelato machine. Now I've already turned the machine on and I can see it's starting to freeze from the center towards the outside, and we're going to pour the mix in shortly. And you'll see me work it around with these spatulas, pretty much like you see people use teppan spatulas in a Japanese restaurant. The difference is, this is a cold teppan. It's a self-contained unit with a refrigerant compressor built in, and it's made for making one single serve of gelato at a time. So, I can see that the plate is just about frozen. Now I'm going to pour on my mix into the center of the plate. You'll notice it's a lot like pouring crepe mix onto a crepe iron. We're going to work it with a spatula around the inside of the teppan. Of course, the difference between this and a traditional Japanese teppan is theirs is hot, this one is cold. That's why we're calling it Teppanyaki Speedy Gelato. You can't find a simpler way to get to make an ice cream mix than with the Comprital Speedy product. It's simply a matter, as you saw before, of opening a bag and adding it to milk or water, depending on whether you're making a gelato or a sorbet. So now I'm scraping with the teppan scrapers the mix into the center of the pan. And that basically becomes our gelato. So by working the mix with the paddles, we're able to form a creamy, dense serve of gelati in about 1 minute's time. Right, I'm shortly just going to flick the machine onto reverse cycle, not for a long time, just for a couple of seconds to soften the mix so that we can work it back together. Now at this stage we are able to add any solids that we want to the mix. For our purpose today, I'm going to add some Comprital stracciatella called Nero Fondente. This product will make our hazelnut Speedy into hazelnut choc chip. So almost like a cold stone or a cold rock type operation. Our little machine lets us make our ice cream fresh every time. In about 1 minute we have a serve and we have incorporated whatever fillings we want. Okay, so we just stir that through. You'll see right before your very eyes our hazelnut Speedy teppanyaki gelato is turned into hazelnut with chocolate chips. One single serve in about 1 minute. We take a cup, serve it up, and as you see, from 150 mils of mix, one quite large serve of gelato ready to go. And magnificent gelato at that. So now we're going to show you how easy it is to actually clean the teppanyaki unit. Firstly, I flick this one switch at the back onto defrost. Instantly you see everything that's on the plate begin to melt. Comes off very easily using the spatulas. Not that there's much left, it all basically went into the cup. A sanitized cloth here that we've soaked in sanitizer solution. Give the whole machine, whole pan, wipe over with that. Very simple wipe, then dried with a paper towel. And with that, we're ready for our next serve. Turn off our reverse cycle. The machine instantly freezes again, ready to make the next serve teppanyaki gelato. You'll notice this one that we made a few minutes ago still hasn't begun to melt yet. The keeping quality of it is very good.